I mean, I'm surprised that I made it look easy. I feel I was not a good tennis player, but I feel like all three of us kind of entered into this film with like such positivity and optimism. And we had a great coach in Brad Gilbert, who's an amazing legend. And it was just great. We just had the time of our lives and we worked really hard and we got away with it, I think. People seem to think we're brilliant tennis players. We are not.
No, you can't dream of a cast like this. You know, I wrote this movie on spec, which means nobody was attached to it yet, and so I never could have imagined that it would come together the way it's come together. But yeah, now I can't. These actors are so completely tied together with these characters for me now that I couldn't imagine anybody else doing it.
I think it's about three young, amazingly gifted athletes who are absolutely in love with their craft, and life then begins to happen to them, and they kind of fall out of love with their craft, and it's about their journey to all kind of find their joy and the purity in their sport again.
The message is that relationships are very complicated and people should go to the movie theaters to see movies that are intimate and ambitious and suck you in the gut in the end.
In many ways, I think, while we go about things very differently, I think ultimately she has a real love and passion for what she does, and it's taken away from her too soon. So I definitely empathize with that.
I loved them all so much. I mean, Zendaya, I met her years before on a fashion show, and I found this woman so arresting. So when the opportunity came about, it was amazing. And Josh and Mike are two of the greatest young actors that are out there, and they're so compelling. But also, we spent so much time together. They were rehearsing. They were trying to become great champions. They became great champions on screen, and we had fun.
I was with Luca. We're very, very dear friends. He's been asking what project to work on, and he was like, "Please, would you work on it?" And I adore him, so I would do anything for him. First challenge was like sport. I know sport, but I don't. I've designed stuff for Federer before, for Uniqlo and things. But to do it in a 360, hundreds of people, different tennis matches, it was bigger. The pandemic, going to Boston, having a job, and going back and forth from Boston. But it was fantastic. I really loved doing it. It was nice because it's like when I was young. So it was when I was a teenager, at the very beginning of the film. And I'm with like Z and Josh and Mike. It was like the dream triangle, so.